Eugene, I think we can start as other people join.
Okay, true. Thank you. Friends, hope you are safe wherever you are. Even as we start today's session, our speaker today for modern solution to digital marketing challenges is Eunice Mugai. Eunice Mugai has 5 years experience in digital marketing. She's also currently a digital marketing trainer at UDG5, and she has an objective always of impacting business owners to the changing business landscape and equipping them with skills to adapt to those changes. So I hope that we all enjoy the session. In case of any question, we can drop them at the end to our chat box. Feel free to engage us. I would welcome Eunice to start us off the session. Thank you. Eunice, you can proceed.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. My name is Eunice of training. I hope you feel free, ask as many questions as possible, be open-minded, and I think this will be a very, very interesting topic. So I want to share my screen with you. I believe everybody can see my screen. Okay. So
Yes,
modern solutions to digital marketing challenges. This is a very, very interesting topic. So we're looking at digital marketing in a nutshell. We're not looking at social media marketing. So what is digital marketing? Digital marketing is an umbrella term that explains solutions that help businesses to grow right now in the digital space, especially right now in 2023. So we'll get to understand these solutions you're trying to create. Who are they for? They are for our customers, our target audience, the people you are yet to convert, our prospects. So we need to understand what is the customer journey of our clients. What is a customer journey? A customer journey is a process that a customer follows before they purchase a service or a product from you. For example, if I want to go for training at Capability today, I will have to write an email, I will have to call, I have to walk in. That customer journey is a bit longer. But for a Eunice who has a shop in town, as an example, I do not need to email you to get an address in town. I only need to directly WhatsApp you. I want this. So that customer journey is a bit shorter. So we need to understand what process does it take for somebody to purchase a product from me? So that I understand what touch points will I meet. So that I know within these touch points, how do I get my content, or how do I make my brand to be appealing? How do I make my brand to stand out? Why is it that marketing is very critical? Because if you do not market yourself, right now, I'm assuming in telecommunications in Kenya, 90% is Safaricom. Immediately Safaricom stops consistency of marketing themselves, 10% is down because it's going to their competitors at Airtel. So we need to also think on the same level, either with our individual brands or either with, even if you're a business owner, even if you're a professional in the digital marketing space, then this is content you will have to consider. So the customer touch points, where you will meet your customers as they go through the stages of buying. So this is an example. If I am on the awareness stage, we are not looking at below the line, the PR radio. We're looking at the digital space. So if I want to start a business today, the first thing I need to know, people need to be aware about my brand. On the funnel, on this funnel, this is where we are. On this funnel, on top, we are on the awareness stage. And when you're on the awareness stage, the first thing we need to know is how many people have known about me. Just like Facebook page. In my page, how many likes do I have? Do I have 5K likes? Yes. Out of these 5K, how many of them have been turned to conversion, and something is only called a conversion. It's only called a conversion if there's a money value to it or if there's a goal met to it. So we need to know if it's awareness, what will I be using? Is it social media marketing? Is it Facebook? Is it Twitter? Right now, it is really congested. What content do I put up there? What will make me outstanding? What tools do I have in place? If people are considering to purchase from me, where will they go? They'll go directly to the website. So there are things I need to do to drive people to the website. A website is a conversion tool. Our website is supposed to sell for you. Probably the website is always online, even if it is at night, because somebody in Canada in different time, somebody in the US, somebody in Canada may want a virtual training. So we also need to understand at what point do I need social media marketing? At what point do I need advertising? At what point do I need email marketing? What is email marketing? What are the best tools out there? What is working? What is not working? So customer journey optimization, as a business, you need to employ tools and strategies to analyze and optimize the entire customer journey, from initial awareness to post-purchase engagement, to enhance the customer satisfaction and loyalty, and also for you as a business to deem that digital marketing is working for you as a brand. So what challenges are we meeting right now? I'm assuming you're starting a business today. I am Eugene. I want to open an institution called Capable, or I'm Eunice, I want to open an institution called Capable. What is the first challenge? What is the most challenge that many businesses right now in Kenya are really facing? There are many brands right now, and very many businesses are looking to drive sales. Many of us are looking to building brand awareness. How? If you see red right now, you're seeing Red Cross. They marketed themselves so well that you identify them with their colors. You see green, the default, Safaricom. If I see yellow, I see Yellow Pages. So you come and realize, how do I build my brand awareness? For example, right now in the matatu sector, I've seen these super metro people, but just means they build a strong brand awareness about their brand. So we're also looking at collecting leads. We're also looking at, I want to retain my clients. I want my clients to keep coming back to me and to give me referrals. And I'm also looking to roll out promotions. For example, with the current Valentine's, I saw Optival put up a flyer, very well done flyer with the brand colors, with their brand fonts and their logo. And I saw them writing their Mauani plot. As you can see, they're just celebrating Valentine's, but they've actually geared it to work for them. So question is, how do I roll out promotions? How can I be able to create very creative headlines in my flyers? How do I do that? Is what we call copywriting. How do I do copywriting? What tools are there? So in this funnel, if I'm starting out in a business, the first thing I know is people are aware about my brand, first thing. The second thing, they will be interested to want to know, should I buy, should I not buy? There's a new shop in town, and they'll be aware, there's a shop called McFry's, they're selling this and this. Then I'll be interested to go and purchase. But something is only called an action if an action is taken. If it's a school, register now. If it's a shop, buy now. If it's the corporate sector, download here to get this. If it's a software company, download your software here. So we need to understand in this funnel, where are we? And with these challenges that we've seen, I want to drive awareness. Eunice, I've come to this class, but my interest is to know, how do I drive sales? I just want to know how to drive sales. It's very competitive right now. Everybody is now online. So with higher competition, it means your content has to be really, really outstanding. So what tools will I use? How will I get these sales? People say digital marketing work for them, but how does it work? First, identify the buyer persona. Get to know this Eunice that is buying from you. What is her age? What is their interest? What is their background? What is their online behavior? Why? If I want to do a project management course today, I'm looking for project managers. I am looking, if I want to deal with an account or a finance training, I'm looking for accountants, I'm looking for bankers, I'm looking for, so we need to understand this persona called Eunice. What age am I looking at? At what age should I be targeting this Eunice? A good example, a Eunice at 40 or a Eunice at 50 will afford a Bentley. A Eunice at 20s will not, or 30s will not afford that. So I am not your target audience. So you need to understand, what is my unique selling point? And then which kind of an audience am I looking at? If I'm selling a product, or if I'm selling a training product right now for students who have cleared Form 4, I want them to do ACDL as a course. Then those are the people I'll be looking at an age between 19 to 2021 years. I'll be looking for anyone interested in universities, anyone interested in masters, anyone interested because they're looking to advance their knowledge. But another Eunice at 30s who is already employed, her interest is totally different. So we need to understand, who is my buyer persona? So identify your buyer persona. Determine where you are right now and evaluate what you need in order to get where you are, where you and your clients want to be. Establish a vision and validate your priorities. Create a roadmap and carefully design how you will benefit to this digital transformation so that you can get every person you need on board. Many companies start their digital marketing action plan without a strategic approach, which could cause them to oversee or miss out on greater opportunities. The second thing is building on brand awareness. Most brands are now facing the challenge of making their brand stand out in volumes available on the internet. This eventually leads to difficulty of running a brand awareness campaign. So you can actually conduct surveys and polls. This is very big on Twitter. Most brands are using that Twitter for that. To conduct surveys on existing customers and also in the target audience to better understand what they're looking for, to identify their needs. A good example, this is an action plan you can actually use to grow your awareness. Go to Twitter right now. If you're dealing with matters electronics, go to Twitter, put your hashtag electronics, look at whose content is coming up. Why is this content thriving more than my content? Who has more clicks? Who has more retweets? Who has more comments? The other thing you can also do is do a competitor analysis. Go and look at what content are my competitors sharing? What makes them outstanding? Is it their artworks? Is it their video content? And right now, if your brand is not doing video content, you're really missing out on a lot. That's why you find everybody is now going to TikTok. Everybody is now going to TikTok. Looking at Facebook, being able to also put your content out there in Facebook groups, join the relevant groups where you feel your target audience is at. Post as much content as you can. Another thing is also have a content calendar in place. Have a calendar because you're new in the market. You have to consistently introduce yourself to people, consistently introduce to your target audience. So what do you need to do? You need to ensure you have a content calendar, a calendar that actually shows on Monday, this is what will be posted, on Tuesday, this is what will be posted. Who is it targeting? Is it targeting schools? Is it targeting hostels? Is it targeting bankers? So that each and every content has its own tone, has its own voice, has its own uniqueness. So getting to understand also in content creation, there are millions of active websites out there on the internet, all trying to grab the attention of limited viewers. So how do you ensure that your proposition is reaching out to a target audience? This is one of the challenges in digital marketing, and where the role of content becomes vital. Good quality content and relevant content will strike as a resonance with the target audience. So good quality content will encourage engagement and help you occupy mind share of your target audience. SEO becomes very important. Regularly creating content is a significant challenge, especially if you're on short on resources. Now, coming into content creation, don't just post, participate. Always put up your stories, try and engage with you. Anytime you see content being rolled out by different brands, you always need to ask yourself, especially as a digital marketer, as a business owner, or a person who already sat down in such a class. One of the key things you need to ask yourself is, this person putting out this content, what is the goal? What is the goal of such a post? Engagement. It is not even conversions, just engagement. So you need to understand, can I put out polls? Can I put out surveys for us to collect data or other information on what product our clients prefer, what products our clients do not prefer? What makes a brand's content stand out? One, creativity, impactful content, trendy content, engaging content, and memorable content. Trendy content, an example, Nikama, it's like the one for Mapema and Your Best. I've actually been seeing it along Thika Road. So that is a slogan, or rather that is a line that actually trended for a while in Kenya. And now many brands decided to ride on it. Looking at impactful content, for example, this CSRs you always see, I've seen a lot of KCB doing it a lot. So impactful content means if you're doing a CSR or if you're doing you're giving back to the society, you can even share these pictures and this content out there. Anytime you're sharing your content, please remember the way you package your brand really does matter. The way you package your brand. Ensure that your brand colors are maximized. Ensure that your logo is visible. Ensure that your contacts are visible. Ensure that your flyers and the videos are really well done, professionally done, because most consumers, or rather your target audience or your prospects will actually make a decision from that. Another thing I always say, have the 7-20 rule. Your post should be 70% informational, 20% emotional, 10% promotional. As I always say, you do not sell every day. If I wake up today and your page is selling to me, I will not be able to engage with your content. So Monday I can do Monday motivational content. Tuesday I can say, did you know? But this did you know factual content has to be content that is relating within your sector. For example, for us at Capability would be, did you know that 20% of managers do not have skills, or 20 or 50% of human resource that are in companies? So that is a factual content. On Wednesday, I can decide to give out different content or a trendy content. On Friday, I can decide to give a trivia question. A trivia question is looking for engagements. On Friday, then I can decide to do a commercial content. A commercial content, any content going out there for your brand needs to have something called a CTA, a call to action. Buy now, register here. Either there is a number, either there is a link to your website, or either there is an email. A link to your website always helps your business grow. That is what we call link building, growing your links. Google goes online and looks at your links and realizes this link called capability.com is appearing a lot on Facebook on this and this content. And this content got X number of likes and X number of engagements. So we decide they will actually be able, those algorithms will be able to tell, actually this website is doing well and many people are resonating with it. So let us rank it higher. That is how you also get to rank on Google. Example of interactive content can be quizzes, polls, 360-degree videos, segmented reality experiences. They engage audience more effectively, increasing time on the site and improving brand recall. And then this is the best social media marketing platforms for business, so you can be able to pick what will work for you, what platform will not work for you. The other thing, as I said, optimize your profiles, do your consistent posting and especially video content. Ensure you engage with your audience. If somebody comments, ensure you engage back with them. And also we look at advertising, very important. And then also make use of these social media marketing tools to drive engagement. Canva is really good if you want to start creating your own flyers with zero knowledge of Photoshop or Illustrator. Has very good templates. Real Trends app shows you what is trending on audio, especially on Instagram. For a video to trend on Instagram Reels or TikTok, the choice of video you're using matters, the template you use, and also the voice, the background voice. And then also looking at copyright images. If you're looking for these images, you always find
Hello, Eunice. It seems we have lost you. We have lost her.
right. Eugene.
Yes, we had lost you some moments ago.
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay. All right. So as I mentioned earlier, one of the key features right now in social media is learning how to promote your content, getting to understand how do I do targeting, how is targeting done. And then also we look at email marketing is also another channel. You can keep building the list of your subscribers. For email marketing, I always mention and I always insist and I always tell my students, actually insist, email marketing is really good with subscription-based institutions. A good example, a bank. A good example, a SACCO. They have to consistently communicate to their clients. A good example, real estate. They always have to tell their clients about the products. A good example, Kappa Bill, but you find the frequency that Kappa Bill will send email marketing campaigns is probably once in a month, just to update their trainees, their students on what is new. So get to understand what will work for you, what will not work for you. Email marketing is a feature that is really used a lot to the corporate side, but not a lot with someone who is starting up with a small business. On Facebook, organic is dead. If today you shared any flyer today on your wall, if I would ask you how many people saw it, you can be able to quantify it. Why? Facebook is telling you, use money for you to get visibility. So have a strategy for your paid ads. Do not boast. There's something called advertising. Do not boast. The boasting we do on Facebook is not right. So get to learn what is targeted advertising. How do I target my audience? According to age, according to interest. If I am dealing with an institution like Kappa Bill right now, I would want anyone interested in matters education, anyone who's interested in masters, anyone who's also interested in universities like USIU, UON, and such. So get to also have a media plan, have a budget in place. Get to also have to understand who is your audience. What is your objective? Is your objective awareness? Is your objective sales? Is your objective people to download the app, an app you're trying to promote? And then get to understand the duration and the choice and the timing of your campaign. Timing is really critical. If you're dealing with B2B, businesses will always have cash flow even on 15th. Coming into B2C, right now is the best time because you're headed to 20th. This is the best time to set up campaigns. So by the time people are paid from 25th to 30th, your ads are already being shown to the right kind of an audience. Okay. Then effective ad copies for your pay-per-click campaigns. Pay-per-click campaigns look like this, PPC. And these ones have become very prominent as of now. So if you want to set up pay-per-click campaigns, the first thing you need to look at is your headlines, these headlines. And then these are what we call site links. These are extensions, getting to use these extensions. As you can see, many e-commerce brands, especially those starting out, do not use site links. So site links are these extensions as today's deal, contact us now, sign up here. These extensions help your consumers to click, or rather to click on your ad and be directed to your website. The main benefit of using site links is that Google tracks its analytics separately. So you can be able to tell how many clicks did you get today. It helps you make informed business decisions. So you always know which extension link is getting more clicks and how to compare to your overall ad performance. The headlines that you use really matter a lot. So the headlines that you use and also the call to actions, that is what is known as site links of Google. So getting to understand what site links am I using? Will it work for me? Will it not work for me? Also, mix and match your strategies. You should use the website content, social and promotion strategy in sync to generate leads and drive and nurture campaigns on your existing audience. As a brand looking to scale your company to higher successes, you need to make strategic and calculated plans to improve your campaign performance and efficiency, as well as pushing leads. Then keep up with the trends. Keeping an eye out for the updates in the trend is very important. Leveraging these trends in digital marketing and updates on various performance. Digital marketing is very, what happens today may not happen tomorrow. So it keeps on changing. Trends keep on changing. Weighing in the pros and cons of updates. The TikTok of today is not the TikTok of yesterday. The Google search engine of today is not the Google search engine of yesterday. Why? Artificial intelligence is here, AI. So trending hashtags are also a great way to discover on social media and also a great for purpose for SEO. Tools that will help you keep up with the trends. How do we know what people are searching for today? How can I tell what people are searching for? And then Google Alerts is a very good tool. Feedly is also a very good tool, but Sumo is very good if you want to create blogs. People do not write blogs for you to read. Have you seen blogs? A good example, I've seen a lot of blogs. Have you seen a blog telling you 5 reasons why EBL is bankrupt? Number 5 will shock you. You're going to read it, just look at number 5 because that headline is it's a catchy headline. So BuzzSumo is a really good tool if you're looking to learn how to create quality blogs. I want anyone going online and Googling bulk SMS, top 5 bulk SMS providers in Kenya. You'll find somebody who's already done that blog. The goal of that blog was not to give you information. The goal of that blog was to drive you to that person's website. Once you're driven to their website, they know they will convert you from there. So follow influencers on social media who keep you up to date. Influencers, if you're a business owner, especially on social media, if you're looking for influencers, I always say watch out for features that influencers are always using. For example, when Instagram Reels came out, the first people who were using it were influencers. But why do you think they were among the first people? Instagram and Facebook is also in business. The same way Omo Toss will introduce a new brand in the market, and they will tell you there's a new small package on top for you to go try and test it. It's the same thing. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google, anytime they introduce using a new feature, make sure you as a business are the first person to ride on it. Why? Because they're trying to push for that feature. They're trying to push for as many people to use that feature. So if you're among the first users, you'll get the highest number of visibility and clicks. So if Instagram Reels came out today and you're among the first users, that video of yours will be shown to as many people as possible. So if today or tomorrow there's a new feature that Google has come up with, and it will impact you on SEO, search engine optimization, then you're among the first people to use. So leverage on social media listening tools. Hootsuite, there's another one called Sprout Social. Forgot to include it here. Sprout Social is really good. What is a social media listening tool? Social media listening tool helps you to know what mentions are being done around your sector. A good example is within Hootsuite or within Sprout Social. Sprout Social is the new one. When you're using Sprout Social, I can be able to go in and key in. If I'm dealing with finance, I want to check accounts. And I want to see today how many people have created content around the Matters account. Anyone who's used this, who's used it as a hashtag. So if I'm in digital marketing and I'm an agency, I look for social media marketing agency, then I want to see how much content has been out there. Social media listening tool is also very good in time of a crisis. It helps you to know how many people are mentioning you. So you'll find a client of yours who got a very good service and mentioned you. That is content. Always retweet it back and thank them. It shows your work speaks for itself. So leverage on social media listening tools like Hootsuite. And then digital marketing trends to watch in 2024. Reels, prediction of real video content is everything. Why? Consumers' behavior is now changing. The consumer right now is not the same consumer of 2015 or last year. A good example, in 2018 or before TikTok, 2018, 2017, 2016, you'll find very many people were consuming text content, image content. But right now, if you put a poster up, especially on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you'll find it's not getting high engagement. But if you put up a video, you get high engagement because the consumers online have changed. So you also have to keep up with the trends and keep up with the change. User-generated content, someone who creates sponsored content that appears authentic, but is designed to showcase a specific business or product. That's why you find before somebody purchases a product, they'll ask who bought it before. And remember, when a consumer is coming to buy a product or service, they do not want to know, this is a shampoo. So this shampoo has this and this chemical. No. Me as a consumer, I want to know what will this shampoo do for me? Or what will this course capabilities offering me called digital marketing going to make an impact in the business? So everybody comes in with that thinking of what's in for me. So if you're creating user-generated content, make sure it is as authentic as possible. This works a lot with influencers. Putting a face to the brand to enhance branding tone. Google Trends and SEMrush can help with that. Going live on Instagram right now and TikTok is very big. To take an omnichannel approach, get as many viewership as possible for impressions. Another thing is encouraging more conversions and interaction. There would surely be a lot of competition in your market as well, with so many websites to choose from. It would also be more suitable for you to capture them as your lead and push them into a marketing funnel. So things like chatbots are now becoming very prominent. I doubt if you go to any website and you don't get a chatbot, especially e-commerce websites like Jumia, most of them, Walmart, you'll find all of these websites will always have a chatbot to help. They've automated it. So today's chatbot have become sufficiently sophisticated as a result of machine learning, eventually helping in addressing the challenges in digital marketing. And those chatbots can be so intelligent to a point whereby if I am chatting you, they can even call me by name. If you call me by name via chat, definitely as a prospect client, I'm not yet to be converted, I'll be more endeared because you recognize me. Another thing also these chatbots can even do that I found very interesting, these chatbots can be able to ring to you on your phone as a business owner with or without you being there. So as I said, the use of chatbots is very, very important. And then media planning. Okay, just a minute. You could Yes. So proper budget allocation is integral. A challenge for digital marketers is budget restraint. For a stellar campaign, media planning is required. Always have a media buying plan, so always in an Excel sheet. It shows you how much will I be spending. So the important thing for you is to get the budget for all these things to convince your management for your project. Digital marketing will demand you to work with multiple tactics and across various channels. You can set up a campaign today on Facebook and it will not have performed as good as pay-per-click Google Ads. And Google Ads have become really, really good. So hence stakeholder management is going to be very crucial here. So what can you do when you're setting up your campaigns? Many people ask me, how can I track the traffic coming to my website? You have a very good website done, mobile-friendly website, and you'll get to look at websites. But what can I use to be able to tell I'm selling more pens than books? I'm selling finance class more than digital marketing class. The use of Google Analytics. Google Analytics help you to track the ABC. What is the ABC? ABC is the acquisition, behavior, and the conversion. How am I acquiring the clients on my website? Where are they coming from? Are they coming from Facebook? Are they coming from Twitter? Are they coming in from LinkedIn? Are they coming in from Google search? Changing organic search? Are they coming in from the campaign I'm running for on paid clicks? And then when they come to my website, I've acquired them through Facebook. So that means I need to put more effort on Facebook because I'm getting more audience. When they come to my website, what behavior do they do? What do they do on my website? A good example, do they come to the About Us page, stay for 5 seconds and opt out? Do they go a lot to the pens page? So meaning I need to stock up more pens. There's a crazy traffic for pens. I need to also get to understand, were they converted? How do they call it a conversion? Did they fill a form? Because if somebody filled a form on my website, were they contacted back? So you get to understand the FBC of Google. Also, HubSpot Analytics is very good if you want to analyze the traffic going to your website. It helps you understand the impact of each digital campaign and test different variants and approaches of reaching out to your target audience. While you measure the digital marketing results, ensure that you consider the outbound efforts being made by your business. But as I said, Google Analytics is a very, very good tool. Then AI and machine learning. AI-driven tools and machine learning algorithms are becoming increasingly vital in digital marketing. They enable marketers to analyze large data sets, personalize content, optimize ad targeting, and predict consumer behavior. Many people are now using ChatGPT to create content. Very many people are using it. And then you can also use it to give you ideas. You can also use it to be able to learn on the two things. So AI, now that is here, we also need to look at what happens to next to digital marketers as a career. There's another AI that has come up that is called Midjourney. I think I'll show us that. It's a very, very intelligent AI. It's just like ChatGPT, but now this one is here to create logos, quality, top-notch logos. But now it helps you, for graphic designers are looking at it in terms of going there, gives you the idea, gives you an idea of how you want your logo done, take it to Photoshop, and you can be able to customize it even better. Then chatbots and AI-powered customer service. As you mentioned, AI-driven chatbots and virtual assistants are being employed to handle customer inquiries, providing instant responses 24/7. This improves customer satisfaction and reduces the load on human support teams. Actually, if you've automated your brand, how does automation come? Automation comes in 3 ways. 1, chatbot. 2, you can even have bulk SMS integrated with your system. If it's a training institution like Capable, you need to send up for a class and SMS is supposed to send it to me, and automated email is supposed to send it to me. I can also decide if you want to use things like short code, well and good, but SMS is also a shorter way of you being able to automate communication with your clients. And then building an attractive website. Your website is crucial to attracting traffic from different regions and converting them into leads for your business. Actually, right now, as we speak, myself as engaging with a brand after I've already seen their website. Well done. Key things that you with websites, I need to look at, is my website slow? Content. So your website is crucial. It is your conversion tool.
Eunice, we have lost you. I believe the network issues are affecting the so let me Eunice, can you hear me? I think we have lost you.
I'm not hearing the presentation. There's no voice.
Okay, our trainer is experiencing some network issue, which will be likely to be sorted in a few minutes. So let's be patient and reach to her so that we can be able to solve the problem in a moment. Just be patient.
Yeah, thank you, Eugene. So as we wait for Eunice to just adjust her audio transmission, it's good for us to also remember the certificate code. This specific webinar, this CPD webinar, will use code 183. So if you can access our website, I already shared the link, but I know sometimes it's hard to activate the link from the chat section. So allow me to just share with you our website and then show you where you can click to get the certificate. So this, Eugene, confirm if you can see my screen.
Yes.
Thank you. So our website is capable.com, as you can see here. And once you are on the homepage, the blue ribbon above, there is this part where I'm highlighting get certificate. So once you click here, it will open for you a very simple form. The form is necessary because your certificate will need a name and the email address in which the certificate will be sent to for you to download. So once you fill in, you'll choose the session. Apparently, yeah, I think it's here already. Solutions to Digital Marketing. You choose that. And then here is where you key in the code 183. And once you've finished filling the form, you'll click submit. and then you will have your certificate immediately on your email. Yeah, so I don't know if Eunice is ready. Eunice, is your audio transmission good now? If you're still having issues and you can hear me, you can opt to use a different device like a mobile phone. Or if you're using earphones, you can try disconnecting and connecting back, because, thank you. She responds, she says she can hear. So I think it's something to do with her audio. She can maybe use the phone or another laptop. Eunice, you can use your phone. If your laptop is not transmitting audio, you can join with your phone, then use the microphone on your phone. Also, for those who joined late and maybe you missed the initial part of the session, feel free to visit our YouTube channel. As you can see, we are live streaming, and all videos, all webinars that we have live streamed on YouTube, the copies for the sessions are always there in full. So you can go to Capabill's YouTube and even have find convenient time to check out previous webinars, full sessions. Let me share with you a link to our YouTube session.
Okay, Eugene, I'm back.
Yes, you can continue. You had left on.
Okay. Yes, as I had mentioned earlier, okay. So as I had mentioned earlier, one of the key factors you need to look at is getting a domain. Another thing is getting a reliable host. And then also another thing we need to do is ensure that we have checked our website speeds. Definitely Google loves you and people love you. If many people are visiting your website, I can imagine the traffic that BBC website is getting and TV website. Kappa Bill website is getting. So definitely Google will want to rank your website first on top on Google. Why? Because your website is already getting as many visits as possible, and they want as many people to stick on their search engine known as Google as possible. So user experience, you can also be able to check, is my website compatible? Somebody using an iPhone, somebody using a Tab, somebody using a Xiaomi, all these phones, can they be able to check my website? Can they be able to scroll through my website, get whatever service they're looking for, and serve themselves? ResponsiveDesignChecker.com is a very good website that helps you check how our website is performing on different gadgets. Also looking at the consistency, we'll look at an example of Apple.com and then navigation example of Jumia. So driving relevant traffic to your website, one of the quick questions many people ask is, how do I drive traffic to my website? How do I drive relevant traffic? Conduct an audit on your online activity. Identify what tactics you're opting to reach out to your audience. Consider the content you're producing, the channels you're presenting it to, your social presence, and the paid and unpaid campaigns. If you're looking to rank on Google, one of the key features is something known as search engine optimization, SEO, visibility and ranking of the website online. If I go online today, if I'm going to Uganda today, I do not know if they have a Safaricom there, so I'll just go to Google and search for data bundles in Uganda. Whoever comes up on page one, the top 3 websites are probably the ones I click. That is why ranking on Google is very, very vital and very important. SEO is the opposite of Google PPC, pay-per-click. Pay-per-click is now paying Google for you to set up campaigns as much as you're not ranking. But on the safer side, as a business, it's really good for you to be able to rank on Google organically. You get organic traffic, authentic traffic. You also get to spend no money for SEO. So also ensuring that your website has been implemented for SEO, both on-page SEO and off-page SEO. On-page SEO is what happens on the website. Off-page SEO is the tactics that you implement away from the website. Is your website submitted to other directories? Is your website on Yellow Pages directory? Why is it important for your website to be submitted in these other directories? It is really important because these directories give you traffic, something known as outbound links that come from out of your website and they direct traffic back to your website. Also managing your online reputation. Today, word of mouth is word of mouth. Word of mouth. User-generated reviews are some of the most influential marketing content you have, but it is content that you have less control over. So how do I manage my online reputation? Go to googlemybusiness.com, submit your website, submit your business there, submit your website. Definitely right now, Google has made it so easy. It's not like initially where you'd wait for 14 days. Right now, it's even become so easy because they will just need a video of your location to confirm you're a real business. And your business is verified on Google. Once your business is verified on Google, one of the most important factors is ensuring that you get as many reviews as possible. Somebody came out of a training and they was happy, go and tell them to review you on Google. Why? Because to very many people, reviews really matter. Who did you serve? Were they happy? Who complained? Why did they complain? So also connecting with your customer base. As we noted, reaching people is easy. In fact, it is easy. You can reach complaints groups who aren't actually your customers. The hard part is identifying and connecting with the people who will be motivated to purchase your services. You need a strategy supported by data, testing, and patience. If you have a marketing need, your target audience is out there, but connecting with them in the clutter of internet content is a major challenge. One of the key things is, especially if you're looking to put your content out there, get to know the touch point content of your customers. If you're dealing with a lot of corporate customers, definitely the language you use matters. English. If you're dealing with not so very official, not so very formal line of a business, then you can actually write down. You can even use other words. You can throw in Sheng words and all that to connect with your audience. But if my audience is for the younger generation, definitely I have to put content that resonates with them. If I'm choosing an influencer, choose an influencer who also resonates with your brand. Do not go and, if I want to sell Pampers today, I'm going to look for someone like, I'm going to look for a male artist. But if I want to sell Pampers today, I'll go look for someone who is a mother figure. A good example is someone like Size 8 and examples, because she will communicate to that target audience that I want. Essentials of a successful marketing strategy: ensure that you have the knowledge of your audience, what platforms they use, where do they go, at what time do they go, and Google Analytics really helps you a lot. So it can be able to tell, I am putting a lot of marketing efforts on LinkedIn, and actually the audience I'm getting are on Twitter. So what content do they like? Which content do they engage with the most? It is video content. So this is the content they engage with the most. Then this is the content they understand better. This is the content they can relate with my brand. Brand identity. What is the message you want to convey to your audience? How do you want them to feel when they're viewing your content? Also have a content strategy. Where there's a level of spontaneity on social, you need to create a structured content strategy. On Monday, what are we sharing? On Tuesday, what is being put out there? Have an analytics. Analytics is very good so that you can be able to make sense of the numbers and you can be able to make a business decision of this is working, this is not working. And then inbound approach and regular activities. How to create an effective social media strategy, ensure you have your SMART objectives, have your KPIs. If I'm setting a business now, my main goal is just awareness, people to be aware about me. If I've been in business for the last 5-10 years, then definitely I'm looking, or I'm gearing more at sales. And also apart from sales, I'm also gearing on more of how many inquiries am I getting? What is my brand reputation? Because I've been there for a duration of time. And then prioritize improvements, increase sales, make customers aware of your product. So have a strategy in place. Always get to look at what will work for me, what will not work for me. And then why do you require a social media marketing strategy? To grow your brand. If you're introducing a new product, how will you introduce it to your audience? That's why a brand like Jumia did so well on its own. Then they introduced Jumia Food, riding on the same name. Uber Eats, the same thing. So great content helps influence conversions. Omnichannel customers experience, build positive brand image, be able to have a point where at the end of the year or at the end of your first or your second quarter, you can be able to sit down and do a very well structured video of your happy clients. What impact has your solutions or your services or your products done to them? And then it helps you also get a bigger audience and a bigger brand reach. So if you're looking for tools to drive traffic to your website, Facebook targeted campaigns are very good. Email marketing, MailChimp, HubSpot, those are very common and very easy to use platforms. Google Ads pay-per-click is very, very important. Blogging, as I said, implementing search engine optimization, both on-page and off-page of your website is very important. In conclusion, remember that consistency is key, and by adding a bit of creativity, you can create a world of difference and build a recognizable, relevant brand. So some of the brands that I was talking about, let me show you something I wanted us to see. Okay. So as I mentioned earlier, you want to start a business, and one of the key things, one of the most key things you're looking to is to get a domain. As I said, WIS is a good tool to start with. So I can come here, let's open Capabile. So how do I tell if a website has been implemented for SEO? I'll just search the name of the brand. I have not gone to the website, and I can be able to tell. You can be able to tell. If you look at this tells you their homepage. Many people are going to downloading CPD training calendars. Many people are going to the SMS's page. Many people are going to About Us, and the rest are going to the careers page. These are websites that have been submitted to Google, but the title has not been fully maximized. But these are websites that have been submitted to Google. So I want to start a brand, and I want to start a training company, and I'm looking to get a website. But before that, I need a domain name. So a good example, I want a company, and I want a company called Capabile. When I come to search for capabile.com, I'll come and realize it's been hosted somewhere else, and even their own details. So I cannot buy this domain. If I want to go and buy a website like Jumia, you can imagine how much traffic they get. As you can see, they have maximized on their SEO, very well implemented. And then also another thing, if you come to their website, as you had mentioned earlier, introducing chatbots is very important. And also, if you look at navigating on this website is very easy. That is what you're talking about, navigation of your website. Ensure the navigation is very easy. And if you look at this website, page speed is really fast. It's not slow, really, really fast. And then I believe this is for a chat or going on top. So I can be able to tell this website is really fast, and you can imagine how many people are visiting this website. That means the servers that they're being hosted at are very quality servers. So if I want to come and I want to open a website called jumia.co.ke, I want to start a business. If we check for that name, we'll be able to tell it's already been taken. If it's not taken, if I want Kapabil, let's assume I want kapabil.org. So it will tell me this is available, how much is available at. That's a domain. If I want a host, there are very many hosts who will host you in Kenya. That is host, I mean a website host. So you can actually be able, I'll just, like a normal person, you'll just come and Google. This is SEO. Remember, I am not even looking for a brand. I'm only looking for a solution. So these have come up as number one. So for this person to come here, number one, remember you want to drive as much traffic as you come to your website. As you come to your website, this person has implemented, this page has been implemented for SEO with these keywords. This is WebHost Kenya, these are different brands. You can actually reach out to them and be able to tell them, hi, I would like to get a hosting package. Are your servers stable? And those kind of questions are the ones you're supposed to have. Once you already have a website, as I said, navigation of your website has to be really good. As I also said, it is really good for you. It's really good for you to do your page speed test. So I went to Page Speed Insights. Then if I want to enter a website, for example, I want to use Jumia. I want to copy that website link. I will come and paste it here, analyze it. So it will tell me how it's performing on phone, how it is performing on the desktop. So it will assess for me all this data. If this doesn't work for you, there's also another tool I've put there called GTmetrix. GTmetrix.com is also a very good website. This is the Msema Kweli. I use it a lot. So test your site. So it will test for me, for this site to tell me what makes a website very heavy, the images, the videos used. You can always put them on YouTube and then tell your developer to link it to the site. Remember, all this traffic you're trying to push is going back to your website. This website called Kapabil, and that's the website I want as many people as possible to visit. The other thing is, as I mentioned, Canva is a very basic tool. This is a tool that you can use if you want to start creating your own flyers, definitely basic flyers if you're starting out. With time, when you advance and you start seeing different competitors how they're doing their things, then you come and realize, I want better flyers. That's when you'll can actually get an in-house graphic designer. So as we've said, fast modern solutions, our first solutions, as we've said, ensuring that we create creative content going to our pages. Canva is a tool that will help us schedule it for all of our pages. Very social media alone. Email marketing, as I said, there are very many tools that can help you, but this tool is actually, I think, the most common. MailChimp.com is a very good tool if you want to run email marketing. But as I mentioned, email marketing is really good subscription-based companies, banks and the likes. But then also depends with your line of business, who your audience is, what your objectives are. The other thing that is also very important that I like talking about a lot is this tool called Responsive Design Checker. Yes, this one. So this is a really good tool because it helps you to analyze different websites. So I'm assuming my website is called Jumia, and I want to check compatibility of this website. I want to check how this website looks like on a phone, mobile compatibility. I want to check it on different types of phones. So I want it to load. As it loads, it will be able to show you how this looks like on a certain phone. I can be able to, we can actually check with Kapabil website. Yes, still analyzing. So these are some of the basic tools some of the tools that we have listed here that will actually be able to help us. And as I mentioned, please ensure that also you submit your website on Google My Business. I believe this is one of the easiest steps. Getting to Google My Business, sign up for your business there, ask your clients for your reviews. SEO is a very, very big deal, search engine optimization. As much as AI is here, I still believe SEO will still be around for a while. But also, as I said, ensure that you get to see what tool will work for me, what tool will not work for me. And then also, as I mentioned earlier, still analyzing. The other one that I said, you can also go look at, there are very many AI tools, very many, but also looking at, will this one achieve the purpose I want or this one not? So this is also a very, as I mentioned, this is an AI that helps you get ideas. This is an AI that helps you get ideas for logos, especially logos. So it's a very good platform. Unless we have any question, I think I can leave it at that. Back to you, Eugene.
Thank you, Eunice, for the very informative session. Any question? I will dive into question and answer session. So if you have any question, you can simply ask so that we can let you be in a position to speak, that Eunice can get back. Any question? Okay, I would like Felix Gucha to say something. But before that, I think Wycliffe has just dropped down a question. If Eunice, if you are still there, you can please get into it.
Actually, I've seen it. That's a very good question. I want to reply to it practically. Okay. A good example. Let me see. When you go to your Gmail, Wycliffe, if you open your Gmail, on top, put on a business profile management. This G, ukikosa, just come and search Google My Business. So it will show you the different businesses that you manage, show you the different businesses you manage. So if I want to switch, I can actually be able to switch. And I can come in here, go to my business. How does it appear? It appears on the right side. Okay, let me share the whole screen to make it easier. So this is an example. Wycliffe, I hope you can see my screen. So this is an example of how Google My Business looks
yes.
like. It can even tell you how your profile. It can even tell you how your profile looks like. Why I like it, why I advise for it a lot. You can edit your profile here, including your services. I can add my products, services. It makes it easier so that anyone who wants to leave a review, they'll give you reviews here. This happens a lot. This used to happen a lot to tours and travel websites, but now it's everywhere. So people will come in and look at keywords, SEO. What did they say about their SEO? Click on it. SMS, what would somebody say about it? Coming into all of them, I want to read their reviews and being able to tell who did what, who didn't do what. That's the same thing. It's the same thing that will happen with also people like us at Capable. Capable the same. It gives, if you don't have a website, the first step you can do, end up with Google, go to your Google, sign up in your Gmail. After you sign up to your Gmail, actually, this is how your steps need to look like. First, go to Google, sign up on my Gmail. 2, after I sign up on my Gmail, register for Google My Business, put my business location, my office, where I'm located, ask for as many reviews as possible, try update as much content as you can. After that, the next thing I will come and do, go to whois.com, look for you can always go to different domain and hosting service providers, but it is always good. There's no harm with having extra information. So go to whois.com. There are very many websites apart from Whois. Look at a name. I'm thinking of opening Eunice Mugai n.co.ke limited. Or rather, what I've seen people do, you just do a very good search of very good businesses abroad. Many people are doing a lot of US, Europe market. I realize a certain brand that looks like this and I want to use X name, but I want to tweak that name. I can borrow that idea, come here, buy a very good website, buy a very good domain. If I'm buying a domain, you can buy both .com and .co.ke. Google does not like duplicated content, so definitely do not duplicate it. When you buy a .co.ke and .com, right now it's roughly 1,000 or 1,200 for a domain. Once you get that domain, I can tell my host I only want the .com live, but I want anytime somebody opens Copperbill.co.ke, by default it redirects to .com to avoid a lot of duplicated website content. Google will penalize us. The next thing I will do, ask the service provider, I need a hosting package. How much per year will you be charging me? Are your servers stable? Yes. Then the next thing I'll do, look for a very good developer. But now you have information, meaning I know how to check my website speed. If my website is slow, I will question. If my website is not consistent in terms of colors, it's not consistent, or the navigation is not what I want, you can actually be able to point it out. The next thing that what I like about this website is the way it is simple and consistent. The colors are just bold. So those are some of the things you look at. Remember, so many people are online. Competition is very, very high right now. So how you package your brand matters. Do not just create any other kind of flyers. Create flyers that you also look at and you say, this one some thought has been put to it. Then the next thing that also, after that, if you want to drive traffic to our website, we'll start email marketing. There's MailChimp. Start setting up email marketing campaigns, get to learn about email marketing. Email marketing involves a lot of data. After that, the next thing I will come in and do, remember, as I said, our website is a conversion tool. Our website is just not supposed to sit there. It's supposed to bring me Eunice. It's supposed to bring me Esther. It's supposed to bring me Eugene. So we look at, in this website, can I be able to drive traffic? Yes. How can I drive it? Using something known as SEO. What is SEO? Search engine optimization, visibility and ranking online. The essence of business is getting new traffic. The essence of business, the essence of us Copperbill being there is training new and even training more and more. That's the essence of business, as much as you're getting referrals. So you mean there's a Eunice who will be seated and I'm looking for finance training or accounts training in Kenya, Remember, I've just Googled. People say, make Google your friend. As you can see, this is a blog. People just don't write blogs. This blog has driven traffic to kenyalisthub.com. That was their goal. So after that, I'll see leadership.co.ke, Somo, Lemon. All these people who are up number 1, number 2, number 3 on Google. It's not by mistake, and it is strategies put into place. And then if you come down here, here's Google My Business. So even if you won't rank here, it may take a bit longer, but actually here with your reviews and your quality of work, people can be able to write reviews for you and you'll be ranking. Now, this is where Google My Business comes in. If I scroll down, I'll see the other institutions, but I doubt it. None of us here goes to page 2 or 3. So the goal is to ensure so that tells me this person probably gets 80% traffic, this one gets 60, this one gets 40, this one gets 30. And then the person in page 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of Google. Also, Google paid per clicks are so good, so good. Google targeted paid per clicks that use keywords, and also looking at, as I said, the quality of ads that you're putting up there. You're also competing with other people. So if I am coming into things, if I'm looking at traffic, if I'm already in page 6, and I'm not getting the traffic I want, then the first thing I can do is set up campaigns. But if I'm setting up campaigns, they have to be very well done, very well targeted. Also, if these pages are going to my website has to be fast. Another thing, if they're going to my website needs to be put for something known as tags, so that when people come and they're filling a form, I can be able to quantify. We spent 10,000 shillings, 100,000 shillings, or 10,000 shillings, or I spent 5 shillings, I got 4 inquiries. per lead I was being charged at 0.x amount, was being charged at 80 shillings. So that tells me, is this, and these kind of leads am I getting? Are they qualified leads? You know, that's the very most important part. Am I getting qualified leads? That means if I'm getting leads, I'm just not getting a Uniswheel just inquire and disappear. I want a Uniswheel inquire and has a 50, 60, 70, 80% chance of them being converted. So as I mentioned, driving traffic to your website and getting conversions is not hard. Question is, what information do I have? What tools do I have in place to help me get to where I want to get? If I want to get leads, if I want to get sales. If you're a big brand, you have definitely big brands like Carrefour and the likes who come into Kenya. They have budgets for awareness and the likes. I'm a small business owner. I do not have a budget. I only have budget of saying I spent 10 shillings. I spent 10 shillings. I got 20 shillings extra. That's how a small business owner quantifies results. I hope he's been answered. I hope you've been answered, Mr. Wycliffe.
Yes, Eunice, you did quite well. You actually exceeded my expectations. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, any person who we might be locking out? Any question? Okay, I would like to welcome Felix Gucha for a short presentation, and then we will be able to call off today's session. Felix, if you're in the meeting, please kindly proceed.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, good afternoon, everyone. And I would just like to bring a few things to our attention. All right, thank you, Mwachi, for projecting that. Now we are having a program known as Kids Money. And that's our SAIB, that is the Kababil website. And can you just proceed to the Kids Money? Now, as it does that, now why Kids Money? Why did you decide to come up with Kids Money? Now, Kids Money entails a lot pertaining our children. Remember, as you mold your children, you're giving them a better future where they will be independent, they will depend on no one, but their thinking, which means Kids Money is there for them to get there for their thinking capacity, their ability to come up with ideas. We have a very big challenge with our economic, that is the corporate employment environment. That is very challenging. If you're not careful, you might end up not getting a job, of which it's not anyone's fault. No one is in that position of providing for everyone jobs, and it is a challenge to even our parents themselves. Now, Kids Money. Why Kids Money? What will Kids Money do to your child? We have it will, in the first place, it will give your child a head start in life. Okay, another thing, it will develop your children's or the child's leadership skills. From like when I started, I stated that Kids Money will boost your thinking capacity, the child's thinking capacity. It will boost or develop entrepreneurship skill in the kids. And then from that alone, you will realize that you will be having an intelligent and a moving forward child. So we are bringing this to your desk so that you decide. We have a structure and a subscription. Normally we have mapped specific dates in the Saturdays, that is from noon. It's actually 1 hour session. So you can subscribe. Annual subscription as at now is $12.50 per child. But as a parent, you are allowed to join with your child free. And then we have the top topics that we have there. We have the popular topics. We have thinking, discipline, ethics, entrepreneurship, customer service, idea generation, innovation, saving, investment. We have the arts, sports, idea protection, disruptions, implementations, and even leadership. Now that one will help us have a well-shaped society. I don't know whether I'm making some point. Now, from there, I think if you're interested or you have a child or you have a kid who you like to have some of these abilities that we've stated. Right now, we have a calendar that is there projected. We started on January, but right now we are in July. Last session, we had July 15th, and it was about idea monetization 1. So you can see under entrepreneurship, there are a lot of things that can be covered to boost your entrepreneurial ability of your kids. And I think with that, if you're interested, let me just give my number here. If you're interested, you can just, all right. Let me just do a chat to everyone. All right, so that's my contact. You can reach out so that I guide you on how to subscribe. Thank you so much, Mwach. And Eugene, you can now proceed.
Okay, thank you very much, Felix, for the presentation. Any question? Kindly reach out. And I want to take this opportunity to thank all of you for making time to attend in today's session. Don't forget to fill the link that was shared for our certificate, and kindly ensure to use the unique code 183 for your certificate. We have come to the end of today's session, and I would also like to thank our trainer, Eunice Muigai, for the practical session that she has been able to facilitate us through today. So I would send the link. I would like to send the link, and then we can call off the meeting. So kindly hold on as I share the link. Okay, I think sorry for that. Just a moment. Okay, yeah, there you go. That's the link. Use the code 183, and then you'll be able to get your certificate. Yeah, the certificate will be ready as soon as we finish preparing them. They will be ready so that you can be able to get a hold of them. I think we'll reach out once they are ready. So friends, make sure to follow on our upcoming events. The calendar is on the website so that we can continue to grow ourselves professionally as required, and also adapt to the ever-changing market that is ongoing. Thank you, and have a nice evening. Ensure to stay safe. Thank you.